It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Friday, January 5th, 2018. I wrote it down wrong. First time I got to January 5th before I did.
There it is. There it is.
Caught me. I almost said 17. January 5th. I made it to January 5th up making that error on getting the year wrong.
Good job, Dale.
You knew it was going to happen.
Oh,
at
yeah.
some
I
point.
just didn't know when. I didn't know it's going to be a live TV. Either. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Scooter Callis and Jerry Hogan.
Whoop, whoop. It's Friday.
It's Friday. Yay. All
It's
right.
Friday. I sound like a frog.
Rabbit. Oh, man. You know, there's 14,000 cases, I think, of flu across the state. I just saw on Facebook a little while ago. So.
I've been dealing with the upper respiratory thing.
Goodness, it's terrible.
It's killed my eyes. If you can see, my eyes are turning bright red.
He blames it on the flu. I thought,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think the drinking would make it this
you won't
bad.
make it.
They're done filling up with blood. I was at wrestling practice the other day, and somebody
I know what
looked
it is.
at me and,
He's a St. Louis Cardinal fan. He changed his eyes to Cardinal red.
oh, God.
They're about as red as that 7 on the front of the set.
I know.
Literally, yeah.
I know. I was at wrestling, and some guy said something to me. I said, here, hold on. I need to close my eyes so I don't bleed to death.
Oh, man.
Good Lord.
Looks pretty, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Pretty and red.
Thank God the camera's not going to pick it up. You ever taken a picture of somebody and they had red eyes and you can go in there and you fix it? I don't think they can fix this in a picture.
Be a total blackout.
Well, I tell you, it's rough.
It's
Anyway.
all part of the fun.
Thank you to Bob Rechtenwald for the donuts this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He came in with a box of them. And
he's looking good, too.
he's looking better, yeah. Had a little illness going on. He's looking good, and so wish him the best. And so, Brood Awakening Coffee. Whew, thank goodness for Brood Awakening Coffee. Oh, my goodness.
Could you imagine starting your day without it?
I think I've been starting my day for about 4 or 5 years now.
I know. Could you imagine it not being there?
He would be fine. He'd go to his car and grab a can of motor oil.
Yeah.
And just pour it down. He'll be just fine. I mean,
Well, this is a lot better than motor oil, though. I mean,
Yeah, that's got the antifreeze mixed in with it.
and then he's been starting to add a little wiper fluid in there, just kind of keep everything. He thinks it makes his eyes more clear.
Yeah, your blinker fluid's a little low. Your eyes are red, man.
It's my brake lights, buddy. Stop.
if you haven't tried Brood Awakening Coffee, you heard Jacqueline say in the introduction, there's 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Balmer Boulevard, and of course 62 East Plaza out in front of Anytime Fitness out by Walmart. And don't forget about their cinnamon rolls and all the other things they have to offer. It is fantastic. So don't forget to check out Brood Awakening Coffee. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening Coffee, you're just drinking dirty water.
Yeah, and that's true, because once you get accustomed to some fine coffee, it's kind of hard to go back to the...
And they're very particular about their beans. I mean, it's not, just give me 20 pounds of whatever you got. No, he selects the best roasted coffee beans from his supplier. When I get my coffee, he says, come back tomorrow at about 4. I'm going to have some fresh beans that we can grind. I watch him grind the beans.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I watch him grind the beans.
Like, I'm sure those K-Cups use fine beans. They brag a lot, all the different manufacturers. But you know, some of them little cups, nobody knows how long they've been in there.
No.
I buy them by the bulk loads at Sam's or whatever, and I bet you I got cups over a year old. That's the difference. It's a good bean.
For full flavor, a full body, a full roasted coffee.
There's nothing better than somebody getting the fresh beans, putting it in there, grinding them up, and you just picking it up going,
Oh, when I bring when I pick, I mean, I get them
awesome.
like 7 to 8 pounds in a big plastic bag, and you put them in the vehicle next morning. Woo, it smells good.
Yeah, bet you.
I mean, it is so good. Brewed Awakening coffee. Like I say, if you're not drinking Brewed Awakening coffee, you're just drinking dirty water.
Surprised you just don't set the bag in there, open it up, and leave it in your car.
It's
And just let
tempting.
it-
Well, I've done that with the empty bag. I pour it here in my containers here and put the bag out there sometime. And boy, it
We need to
smells.
make that into some type of potpourri thing that you can sit on your table.
He's already got it in tobacco cans.
Well, and you laugh about this. Amanda loves the smell of cigars and pipes.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to have a neighbor that would sit on his front
Uh-huh.
porch and smoke these big cigars, and we'd pull up in the driveway and you could smell it. Amanda just sitting there. She loves the smell. Well,
Yeah.
she did end up finding a potpourri thing
With this-
with that smell
Wow.
on it, and it really is a good smell.
Be sure to check out Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. And, of course, the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes and that fine family to serve you with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes bringing you the morning
Wrong
prayer.
one.
And we have Bradley Hayes will be
It's
coming in
That's good.
later this month.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing about Roller Funeral Homes.
Yeah, it looks like the 17th.
Yep.
Very good. Roller Funeral Homes with all our respect. And they
And then
bring you
here
the morning-
shortly, the Christian Academy, the Kids Christian Academy. Will be
As
doing
soon
the
as this show
morning
is over today, I got to hot-footed over to the Christian Academy to invite the kids to come talk and do the prayer on XO7 TV.
I think
And
that's going to be awesome.
I think it'll be good. I don't know if we're going to be able to kick it off on the 8th, more than likely the 15th. We got to get all the permission forms signed. So, but once again, the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Homes. With all our respect, let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, so much illness among our people, with over 14,000 reported flu cases in Arkansas, Lord. I just pray that you heal our people and protect those that haven't been ill yet, that they will not get this bad round of flu. Lord, we also have other illnesses that really need healing. We have drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and domestic violence, and the list just goes on and on. But Lord, basically we have issues that really only you can fix. So I pray today that our people will realize our need for Jesus Christ in our lives, and I pray that you heal us. And that's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas.
Yep.
And so,
Now the fun part, weather.
brought to you by your local hometown Sears store.
Yep. Let me see what
is
they
it?
have going on today.
Let's check it out. I'm sure they have something really, really good at Sears. What do you got?
We're washing away 2017 with amazing specials. Purchase any Bosch dishwasher with installation and receive up to $150 reward.
Wow.
So, not a bad deal.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
And then you would take that $150 reward and go get tools.
Boy, yeah.
Probably ratchets and sockets and, well, you probably got all that.
You always use one more.
That's right.
I mean, you know how it is.
I will safely say my big roller toolbox at home is loaded with Sears Craftsman
Yep.
ratchets, and I just love if something breaks, I just take it back, say, hey, my ratchet broke. Here you go.
Yep.
And most generally, it's not a breakage, it's a wear out.
Yeah. And it's still covered.
Mhm.
That's awesome. Part.
See, it's more prevalent with Chevrolet people than Chrysler people because Chevrolets break down more. Ah,
Oh,
I had to
nice.
get that jab in there.
There we go.
Here we go.
And there we went.
Well, let's see. You guys are Ford that's fix or repair daily. So, yeah, I would see where Craftsman tools come in handy.
Uh-huh. See, we take ours off road. You do have to work on them when you go off road.
If you want to voice your opinion, you can call Jerry at.
No, no.
Just joking. Anyway, the morning weather brought to you by your local Sears store, and I love Sears. I mean, it's in my blood. When I was a kid, we had a huge Sears store in East St. Louis, Illinois, back when it was safe to shop in East St. Louis, Illinois. Loved it. I mean, it was just, I enjoyed it. lot of
And
fun.
you reading the news that 100 Sears stores are closing. Just to clarify, that's not the hometown Sears. That's
That's the corporate.
big corporate.
Yeah.
So we'll still have our Sears. It's not going anywhere.
Well, you know, Sears was a leader for many years, and they really, Sears made their mark in the economic factor when catalog ordering was so popular.
Yeah.
You know, the Sears catalog.
That's
is,
what they were known for.
Yeah, it's you had, of course, you had Sears and Montgomery Ward and J.C. Penney, but Sears was really the leader. And I mean, everybody look forward to the fall and winter, or the spring and summer, or the Christmas catalog coming out from Sears.
Yep.
I've unloaded my share of Sears catalog off the back of a truck. Let me
You
tell
ordered your shoes, coveralls, you name it. They had it.
Yep.
back then.
Yep.
Unreal.
But thank goodness for Sears. Anyway, be sure to check out your local hometown Sears store. We've got 17 degrees in Mountain Home. We got 20 in Harrison, 15 at Hardy. Mountain View, Arkansas checks in at 12. Same at Yellville and Marshall. 17 at Calico Rock. Poplar Bluff, Missouri on US 67 is at 18 degrees. Branson, Missouri on US 65 at 19 degrees. West Plains at 63 at 160 is at 12 degrees. Watford City, North Dakota is the same as West Plains, cold at 12 degrees. Well, I'll tell you what, the people along the I-95 corridor cry, it's snowing over here. You're in the Northeast. What do you expect? It's wintertime, you know?
People in Boston are out in their flip-flops.
Yeah.
Walking their dogs.
In the snow.
Just another day in
Just
Boston.
another day.
Now, Florida, that's a different
Up there in
story.
Minnesota, they're just waiting to pull their little chamois out on their vehicles right onto the lake and start fishing.
As we can see on the radar, we have a little bit of precipitation showing up in the south central part of Texas. And that direction it's going doesn't look like it's going to do anything but rain on a few alligators eventually. We got some shower activity in northwest California, southwest Oregon, and the western part of the state of Washington. Other than that, not a lot going on. A little wisp of precipitation across Illinois into a tip of Indiana, parts of Kentucky, and north central Tennessee, but I doubt that any of that. I'm going to hit that Nashville radar there, Scooter.
Okay.
And so, well, it's over around Cookeville. And if you blink your eyes, you'll miss that one. You can barely see that on the screen at all, but it is picking up a little bit. I doubt really that that's hitting the ground over there at Cookeville, Tennessee.
Man, we have a heat wave coming today.
Yeah, what, 41 degrees?
40 degrees at 2 o'clock.
Wow.
You're kidding.
Nope. 9 a.m. 25, 10 a.m. 30, noon 37.
Go out and get your yard work done.
Yep.
There you go, wow.
Get it wrapped up.
Here's another radar stop. This is the Paducah, Kentucky radar stop. As we can see here, we have a little bit of precip showing up around Evansville, Indiana. And apparently this is extremely light. And there again, I don't even know that some of this is even hitting the ground from Mount Vernon, Illinois, and I-64 to Evansville, Indiana. And it runs south into Hopkinsville, just north of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And that's about it that we can pick up. Why don't we just take a look at Arkansas and just see how clear we are. They are saying, though, that we do have a chance for some precipitation, that it could be a good, long soaking rain. That'd be very beneficial
I
with
heard
warmer
that.
temps.
Sunday, I think.
Is that right? Sunday?
Even possible ice.
Yeah, I was watching.
Here we go.
Was it Abby
Jerry
we were
with
on?
snow and ice predictions.
Yeah.
I was watching
what
Channel
was his mule's nose is starting to get wet again.
Is it really?
Man, I give up on that mule. I want it to snow, but you know what? I'm not getting my hopes up like I did for Christmas.
You know, the cool thing is now with the schools and stuff, they've got this alternative type of learning.
Dr.
where you
Long's
can
on his way here.
Yeah,
We
he's
may
going to, I'm
do
sure,
some
talk about
discussing on
that. But they actually work from home, and they can count that as a day, so you don't have to worry about making up that day.
Isn't that awesome? I love that. We can see here, Scooter, can we put that on there? The
Yeah.
state of Arkansas.
I'll
I
put it
am
back
picking up a little bit around Little Rock to Pine Bluff and east on I-40. Now, once again, with the dew points so low and the dryness, and you can tell it's dry when your skin is itching all the time. And you can see this on I-40 east and down towards Pine Bluff. But like I said, I don't know if much of this is hitting the ground or not. Most of the highways in Arkansas are clear right now. Little Rock to Branson, Highway 65 clear. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55 clear in Arkansas. Other than what's showing up on that radar, but like I say, unless that's actually hitting the ground, it just could be the intensity of the radar just picking up some echoes. But yeah, they were saying it could Sunday morning, kind of a flurry with a little bit of sleet or freezing rain, and then as the morning progresses, it warms up, turns back to rain, and then rain from Sunday into Monday. So
Oh,
that would be good.
We need it.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
really, really dry. I mean, we had the floods a year ago. When that start? Early March or April? When the floods started in March, April, May, something like that.
yeah, around that time.
We just had all of that rain, even 11 Point and Current River, Doniphan, Missouri, and Van Buren, Missouri, all flooded up in there. And then once September hit, no rain.
Yep.
So Anyway, I have got a community calendar piece here, Jerry.
Okay.
And let me get my specs on here. Trinity Lutheran Church is bringing back former atheist Chris Theisbach, and I've got one of his CDs. He's very good. Hey, Dr. Long. And it's going to be Wednesday, January 17th at 6:30. Trinity is located at 801 Dyer Street on Highway 5 South, 1 block past College. You can call 424-2888. Chris is a really good artist, a former atheist, converted to Christianity. This is a free concert at Trinity Lutheran Church on Wednesday, January 17th at 6:30. You will thoroughly enjoy this program. I've got his, when we were doing radio, he was over there 2 or 3 years ago, and featured him on a Down on the Corner radio program and played some of his songs. He's really good. Cool. So it's a free concert, Trinity Lutheran Church at on January 17th, 6:30. Once again, Trinity is located at 801 Dyer Street. That is just north of Highway 5 South, but just east of College.
Awesome.
It's a very fine little church. Our good friend Pastor Dave Kapler is there and does a fine job there ministering to the folks there at Trinity Lutheran. 424-2888, the number there. Well,
did you ever warn Dr. Long on how strong that coffee is?
You have to shave your nose after that coffee, Doc.
I like that. He walks in, knows exactly where to go.
I love that.
Straight to the coffee, gets his cup. I'm going to sit down and wait for my
make yourself at home. Come on in, make yourself at home.
I think that's great.
That's what we like. We need to take a break. Dr. Jake Long's here from Mountain Public Schools. We'll be talking with him right after the break. I need to hurry. I'm out of coffee. Scooter?
Be right back.
All right.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
More than just propane, Reese Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reese Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reese Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hi.
It is 7:21 on this Friday, January 5th. I'm going to welcome for the first time this year, Dr. Jake Long from the school system. Thank you.
2018.
Yeah, wow. Boy, it's only been a month ago, but it seems like so much has gone on.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone through your winter break, your Christmas break, and Christmas behind us, New Year, and now it's on with coming up on the third semester.
Yeah, it's a pretty good stretch from now till spring break, and you know, we everybody really enjoys the holidays, but everybody's also ready to get back. Even the students, as around at some of the schools, on Tuesday, or I guess that'd been Wednesday, and you know, you could tell the kids was ready back to come school. I know the parents were.
Yeah.
They were in car line early. So, but it's
my kid.
Yeah, people. It's, you know, the system's set up good where, you know, you have those breaks and then you have a long, got about a 2.5 month stretch here where it's we get some of our deepest instruction in this next 2.5 months, and so it's a lot of hard work's going into it, but we're fortunate at this point. You know, I think looks like we're going to have a break in the weather, so
Yeah.
don't have to worry about snow for a little bit anyway, and that's always peace of mind for me to make sure that we're not having to put our kids out there or our parents out there on any kind of roads.
That could probably be the biggest headache for an administration in a school district, is not knowing, you know, because this weather pattern right here we're setting up, when it starts warming up next week, I'm looking at 9th, 10th, 11th.
Yeah.
You know, they said, well, it's going to be milder temperatures, maybe some rain. Yeah. So we kind of get a little bit more relaxed. So this is about the style of weather that we get it in February.
Yeah.
But you get it like on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
And if you miss, you might miss a Thursday or a Friday. You know what I'm saying? But,
well, we've been fortunate so
Yeah.
far, and hopefully we can continue to crank on. I think last month that I was here, the very following week, I believe I was here on the 1st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
And
Yeah.
it was first, and our board was just recognized as at the annual Arkansas School Boards Association meeting as Excellence in Leadership Award, and that award is given to 2 school boards across the state who have demonstrated you know, good leadership, good governance in schools, and so I wanted to make sure and mention that to our public, that, you know, we have a good Board of Education this is actually a Board Appreciation Month as well, School Board Appreciation Month, and we have a good board that, you know, invests a lot of time into our students, and they don't really get a whole lot out of it. In fact, they get a lot of headaches out of it, but we're fortunate to have good people sitting on the board. Just yesterday, we had a noon board meeting where we go into the schools and just visit with and see what's going on. And I saw is at Pinkston, and we went over and we visited with Mr. Grissom. And Mr. Grissom this is his first year that we've offered Introduction to World Agriculture at the 7th grade. So, and we'll be the only school district in the state that is offering this course at the 7th grade. And the reason we're doing this is we saw a great need for our students to be engaged in hands-on learning activities. And I know you're going to appreciate what I'm wanting to explain that we saw yesterday, but we saw the need for our students to be engaged in hands-on learning activities much earlier, because that 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade period is they've had reading, they've had writing, they've had mathematics, they've had science, and they haven't had that opportunity to get in there and discover some of these things up until this point in their education. So we walked in, and it's only a semester course. So the students that were in his class, it was their second day. So he had some students from his first semester course in there, and we walked in, and he's got a classroom, and then he has kind of a shop there at Pinkston on the north end. And walked in, and he had five students there, and the first student started explaining a project that they had done and learned about. And so she was talking about she had a flat piece of sheet metal, just like you would see here in your AC ductwork, and so a flat piece of sheet metal, and then she had a box that had some pop rivets and some things in there. And so she began to explain how they had went through the design process for that box and gone in and did some of the sheet metal bending and then pop riveting. And so here we have a 7th grade girl that is sitting there talking about how she learned the skill of sheet metal fabrication in the 7th grade. So she went on, and then we had one describe that she was talking about a architectural design. So she had all the tools that you would have in architectural design and the lines.
And this is 7th grade.
7th grade, and she was beginning to do all this. And then we had another student who had an electrical series of things, and it was an electrical box, a switch. I forgot, there may have been another switch in there, and he started talking about the conduit that you have to run it through and how you have to wire it up and then test it to make sure that it works. And so our students was learning how to wire a circuit in a house, and at the 7th grade. And then this is the part that really kind of blew me away. There was a small Briggs and Stratton motor that was there, and it's in about 1,000 pieces. And so the student was pulling out the rods and pulled out the cam, and there's a little 4-stroke engine, and he started talking about the lifters and the strokes and how it all works together, and was putting it together, and it was just awesome.
Did you understand the timing aspect?
Yeah,
the valve
timing. And making sure that it's in time. And so to see 7th grade students that are engaged in this type of hands-on learning work is pretty spectacular, and to even have that type of opportunity where nobody else across the state does in 7th grade is fun. And so
I bet we could get the governor to give you a little recognition on that one.
Yeah. Well, we don't do it for the recognition; we do it for the kids. And,
but if somebody else were to pick up on that, and learn by your example, Well, I tell you, because I go back, my elementary school years were in St. Clair County, Illinois, and it was fun times. But my dad was very instrumental in getting me started early in learning the different sizes of nuts and bolt heads. He says, you don't have to go get 3 different wrenches. You memorize what size that is. Yeah. So you need to tell me if it's 3/8, 7/16, half, or 9/16 or bigger.
Yeah.
By the time I was 7 or 8 years old, he says, you need to change oil in that car.
Yeah.
And he showed me how to get under that big old car, what size wrench you need. I don't know. Back then there were 7/8. But I'm glad to see 7th graders, in house wiring.
It was
the conduit and the running the wires and the circuit breakers or whatever it may be, the switches.
It was a lot of fun, and I can't say enough about Mr. Grissom. who has really kind of taken this idea and taken this vision and built it into this opportunity for kids. He also showed us we have it's a welding simulator, and it's more of a computerized screen. But like if he and it's got your MIG gun, and it's got your stick, and so. And it's got an actual piece of plastic that you could do your lap joints, your regular cove joints, and it projects it up on a screen that actually demonstrates, what the welding, how the students are doing in the welding. So that's a new piece of product that Leah Cotter, our federal programs coordinator, got for us, and who that will be up for our kids. To learn. And one thing that Mr. Grissom brought up yesterday that he's absolutely right is, we're going to be, with introducing our students to this type of skills, these skills at this level, it's going to really up the game to the rest of our instructors and the rest of the programs in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th and 12th grade, and then ultimately, as our students transition, the ones that say it is welding or whatever, or mechanics out to ASU Mountain Home, it's going to affect them too, because the idea is to just be able to build upon these skills more and more from year to year, and really appreciate
some of this in education has come up in the political field because, and I can't remember who, it may have been Senator Flippo we were talking with earlier in the week. When I was graduating back in the 70s, they were saying, what are you going to do after graduation? And I said, I'm going to sleep all day. And the counselor at the time says, you're not taking it serious. I said, no, you're trying to cram down our throat at age 18. Mm-hmm. What do we want to do? Mm-hmm. Because back then, my personal opinion is they were trying to sell the University of Arkansas. Yeah. If you don't have that business degree in Arkansas, you're going to be a nobody. Well, look at where it's got us. We can't find house wiring. We can't find a plumber. We can't find front-end alignment mechanics in the garages. Yeah. And this right now, you're putting skilled labor or training for skilled labor in the hands of 7th graders.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more. We have to have a person in Mountain Home, they have the opportunity to go as far as they want to go, whether it is a plumbing apprenticeship, a welding apprenticeship, or med school, or a lawyer, or whatever it may be. You have those different opportunities, and we have to keep in mind that every child, no child's the same, and they all have different skills, and they all have different aspirations, and we have to be able to find what those needs are. And so the students in these classes are, they're not. I had a text from Miss Dewey, and she said that she had texted one of the parents and let them know, hey, so and so did a great job at the presentation yesterday, and she had texted back and she said, well, I could always tell what they were working on, because when he would come home, he would be, taking on some sort of those household projects, and that's that's exactly what we're trying to do, is pique the interest of our students in something that they can grab a hold of.
Because from these ideas, or from this training, could come new ideas and technology. You never know what we're going to. We got to take a break real quick. Sure. 7:34 on this Friday. Dr. Jake Long, our guest. Time for a break. Yeah, go ahead.
The only thing that bothers me is my son would be the type that would come home and start trying to rewire the house.
Son, start the dishwasher. The garage door opens, right?
I'm telling you.
He'll learn, though. He'll learn.
I actually brought that up to Mr. Grissom. I said, there's no telling how many parents or phone calls we're going to get of students that are taking apart the lawnmower and trying to put it back together.
My son's going to be that one. I'm telling you right now. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys, and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup, and please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Life is too short to wear boring clothes. Welcome to Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique, where we carry the latest trends and fashions and accessories at prices anyone can enjoy. Feel beautiful while looking fabulous with a large range of fashions that fits anyone's sense of style. You're sure to discover something unique and new at every visit. Shabby to Chic also features 12 professional stylists, aesthetics by Amy J, a nail technician, and 4 tanning beds. Excite your style at Shabby to Chic Salon and Boutique in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant, located on the square in Mountain Home.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
.38 on this Friday. We're visiting with Superintendent of Public Schools here in Mountain Home, Dr. Jake Long, and we'll just pick up where we left off. 7th grade level sheet metal working, house wiring, welding simulation, good hands-on instruction, and I think that age group, 7th grade, they get the little fidgeties anyway. You know, after 6-7 years in a lecture-style classroom.
They are starving. They're starving for that opportunity, and you know, if the standards allowed us to dive that any deeper and do some of those things, Mr. Grissom, he mentioned our Acme Academy goes over to Nelson Wilkes Heron, which is 1st and 2nd grade, and they go over to Nelson Wilkes Heron and do the ICANN clubs, and they do different hands-on on things with the kids, and those kids. Our 1st, 2nd graders, they build little birdhouses. They take a hammer, you know, and do all these different things, and you know they're just starving for that learning, and they're just like a sponge, and they're just soaking it up, and I think we still get a little bit of that at the 7th grade, which is why I think this class has been so successful. And the counselors, they were after me yesterday, said because he's part-time there at Pinkston, and then the other time teaches the high school kids the advanced medals at the high school, and so they were just telling me, they were saying, we need this all day long. We can fill this up every single period of the day, and of course those are just the choices we have to make and priorities we have to make within the schools to determine that. But I appreciate Mr. Grissom and the work that he's done. One very cool piece that's going to be added to that is it's a partnership with ASU Mountain Home, and they got a workforce development grant that allows for some counselors and some different pieces of equipment to come into to be put out there, whether it's at ASU, but he's been fortunate enough to partner with us and utilize that facility at Pinkston for evening time. They'll bring some adult ed students in of an evening to utilize that, but we're going to get a substantial amount of additional equipment for that program, for that daytime program for our kids, and then they'll be able to utilize it for the nighttime. So it's we're getting a lot out of it, and of course he's getting a facility to be able to do that for the workforce ed kids, and so I appreciate him and his efforts there. But we were talking about that intro to world agriculture. That's all a part of our whether you want to call it FFA or ag science program of study, but as you can see, it goes well beyond that. And I think I mentioned it last time, but in December, our FFA program was recognized by Farm Bureau as a state. I can't remember the exact word, but it was a state level recognition, in which Mountain Home was the only one to get. And I believe Jerry had something that our FFA was also going to be doing this weekend, which is one of their fundraisers.
This is a big one here.
Yeah, it is.
Jerry?
Yeah, it's out the Bar None Cowboy Church. It's this Saturday at 7 p.m. They're going to have bull riding, bareback, saddle bronc, ranch bronc. So it's all-out rodeo.
It's a full-fledged rodeo out there.
And the proceeds go to the #1 FFA program in the state.
That's right. And the reason why it is because you look at those sponsors on there, because our community has chosen to support these type of programs in our schools, and they'll fund it through a rodeo to help make that happen, so that the proceeds go out there, and we have a group of hardworking educators that make these things happen.
Who are the sponsors on that, Jerry?
There you go. Man, this is big time. Clay Maxey is the big sponsor.
The car dealership in Harrison.
You have Baxter County Farm Bureau.
Good.
You have Pegler Real Estate, Norwood Moving Systems, Southern Tag and Label, Coleman Family Dentistry, a couple of Anastaff Bank, Brian Bell Construction, Greg's Farm Supply, Baxter County Animal Clinic, and forgive me, I don't know this one. I think it's Vita Firm. Haven't heard of that.
That's a cattle supplement.
Okay.
Vita Firm. Yeah. So it's a mineral and supplement. But so they're doing that, and also right before break, we had a business advisory board in which we have business folks from the area come in and advise our career and technical education programs. And so we had a meeting, and Dr. Connor was there, and Dr. Connor sits on our Agri advisory panel. And Dr. Connor and Mr. Carpenter at the high school have taken on this project of building a powder coating oven, and then one that's big enough for the for like your Yeti mugs or whatever kind of stainless steel cups. And so this has a powder coat on it, and so they're able to go in, and the kids have taken this on as a project and create this powder coat on different cups. And so they've taken that a step further. So not only did they build the oven to be able to bake that on there, they've taken a step further to build a bigger I guess it would be a bigger oven, big enough to put a trailer in, and so they're powder coating trailers within this within the metals course there at the high school.
Wow.
And you know, that's just another
There's
skill,
another step, yeah.
another skill that the kids are able to learn to understand. You know, that you look at your trailer, everything that is metal, I mean, it has some sort of finish on it, and it doesn't just happen there naturally. And particularly with our local industry and the number of boats and recreation that we have, and of course all those boats that you see, you know, most of them have trailers, and those trailers, you know, get sunk in the water, and they have to have some sort of quality finish on them to where they don't. And so that's a local industry in which, you know, people are out there making a living on every single day that our kids are learning that skill, and so maybe a kid picks up on it and they can go and get a job out at one of the factories because they know that, or maybe they get some sort of idea to where they can market their own product and build their own product, and
who knows what idea can come in the next 25 years from Mountain Home Public Schools.
Or maybe it's just a skill that our kids learn, and you know, they go off to college and they think, oh man, remember what I was doing in high school? That's what I want to do, you know, as my hobby. So it's appreciate everybody's efforts in that, and Dr. Connor, he's been a big influence in making that particular project happen.
Time for a quick break, and this Yeti that I have is compliments of Baxter Regional Medical Center. Thank you, Tobias, for that one. Really enjoy that.
Got another one right.
And I got another one from Bob Rechtenwald. It says XL7 television with my name on it. So I'm blessed with Yetis.
There you
go. Time for a quick break. More with Dr. Long after this.
Be right back.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike, and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
They said, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready for such a change. I'm not ready to give up my independence. Then, after receiving a lot of love and encouragement, they moved to the Good Samaritan Society. They said, I should have done it years ago.
Senior care and services from the Good Samaritan Society.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances, and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business, and God bless.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
7:50 on this January 5th, the first Friday of 2018, and we welcome Dr. Jake Long, Mountain Home Public Schools Superintendent. And under your leadership, I have seen a lot of advances in the school system, and I'm almost envious of what these kids are learning in these younger grades. I mean, I'll never forget, I was in 7th grade, and we were in music class, and the teacher had a phonograph record to play, and the record player wouldn't work, and the wire had come off the plug. And I said, I know what to do there, because my dad had showed me many, many times. You put the screw under here, put the wire there, tighten it down, and make sure it's not shorted, and how to check it. Janitor, oh, no. Of course, the janitor was union scale, and the janitor had to do it. It's like slap your hand. You can't even think about doing something like that. But these kids now, house wiring, and all I was doing, putting the cord back on a plug on a record player.
Yeah, we got word from the State Department that they're going to come up and do a tour of. We wrote a grant for for a new audio-visual program and communications program, and hopefully, that will end up being successful. But they're coming up, and so just trying to provide opportunity for any kid that, any child to do whatever they wanted to do, along with all these things that we've talked about as far as hands-on learning. We continue to offer one college credit or one college class for any junior and senior, and the district pays for that concurrent credit. And so I don't know too many other schools that are doing that, and we couldn't do it without ASU and their help, but we're fortunate enough to be able to offer that for our kids, along with our staff is going to be going through an in-depth ACT boot camp.
Really?
In which we're going to put every junior through like a 2-day boot camp out at ASU prior to their ACT assessment in February. And so, I can't.
Is this kind of what to expect type of deal?
Yes, what to expect, test strategies, that type of thing, because that's a big portion of what ACT is, and in the end, that ACT score is very important in students not only just getting into college, but getting scholarships and funding for it. But outside of that, that the ACT score, once you get in and once you get some of that funding, it's important, but it's certainly not the end of the world. And so we're trying to set our kids up for the best opportunity, and our parents for success. And we couldn't do any of the things that I've talked about this morning without, number one, teachers and staff that invest their hearts and beings into our kids, because we all know that the teaching profession is much more than just a job. It is a life. It is a profession. It's very deep, and so we appreciate our staff. And then the thing that Mountain Home has going for them that, like no other community, is the community support. The community support for their schools is incredible, and it doesn't happen like this everywhere. And we are able to do all these things because of the community support.
Look at the football field and that new scoreboard.
Yeah,
There's community support right
that's
there.
community
Hallelujah.
support. Yeah.
And it's so easy to operate.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
And with the video board, that's going to be part of the audio video training.
It will. Yes, it will. So
and, I got to tell you, when I was 10 years old, make no bones about it, that was in 1968. My church, First Baptist Church of Fairview Heights, Illinois, was the largest Southern Baptist church by attendance in the state at that time. And they had in those days a Shure Vocal Master, which was now archaic by today's standards on mixing consoles. But I said, I can do that. And they let me.
Yeah.
Now, here's a 10-year-old guy, 10-year-old boy. You've got 700 people in the sanctuary, and you've got a choir, and you've got the pastor, and you've got the music director, and all this other stuff. And I'm sitting here at 10 years old running that soundboard. By the time I was a junior or senior in high school, I was living down here, and the church here was on radio with KTLO, and I would do that remote broadcast. I'm so thankful that church, okay, let's see what you can do. Of course, I went through rehearsals and stuff, and once I learned exactly what to do, and that's what you're doing with these kids. I think I can do that.
Well, you're doing what you're doing because somebody gave you the opportunity.
And look what you're doing.
Well, and it's
welding, house wiring, sheet metal.
Yeah, and even in the community, the opportunities that they are giving our kids through the internships, through the apprenticeships. That's what it's all about.
And that kid with the Briggs & Stratton engine, when he gets down that carburetor, have him call me.
Yeah, will
I got to ask him a few questions.
Will do.
I did want to include this. Dr. Long's talking about community support, and the library actually holds a class. It's teens, grades 9 through 12. Will learn skills to search and apply for funding, write scholarship essays, strengthen academic resumes, and track deadlines. And I think it is the third Tuesday of each month. And that is at 4:30 to 5:30. So and they'll help you with your ACTs and all that.
And and he's exactly right. If you're not plugged into it, there are so many resources that Baxter County Library that there are there for kids or even adults. And so once again, we're fortunate to have a community that has all these different resources for our people.
When you first accepted the position here, did you ever think you'd come into a community like this with the hospital we have, the library, the college, and the facilities that we have? I mean, when I go into Bomber Stadium to do a football game with Bob and Scooter and everybody, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And you walk into you go into any part of Mountain Public Schools, they don't cut corners, they clean them.
Yeah.
I mean, it is immaculate.
Yeah,
you can see the pride.
There is a tremendous amount of pride, and I recognized that over break whenever Mountain Home was playing Norfolk. Great community county event that was probably the fullest that I've seen the gymnasium in a very long time, and Norfolk has a great little basketball team, but to see a full community and everybody there to support kids, that's what community involvement is all about. That's what our students are.
Look what he's doing. Tomorrow you've got.
Oh yeah.
We had to. I got my mic down. Sorry. We had to Ozark, Missouri for a youth wrestling tournament.
Yep.
Got 11 kids going down.
Youth wrestling, swimming, bowling. Our robotics, the game reveal is tomorrow at Dunbar, and so they kick off their season.
That's awesome.
And there'll be, no telling how many Baxter mentors there for that event, and so it's, that's what communities are all about, and the old adage of it takes a village to raise a child is still true, and Mountain Home does it right.
You bet. Very proud to be a part of it.
You bet. And for these kids to not just have the opportunity, but for them to look at the sponsors and the community that's supporting them is just as important. Mm-hmm. When you're backed by your community and they're supporting you, it gives you a sense of pride to step up. And
what do I always say, Mountain Public Schools, the tradition of excellence continues. And it continues into 2018. And we want to thank Dr. Jake Long for being our guest today. We'll look forward to you being here in February, and anything we can do for you or the schools, let us know. Love to do it. Jerry, Scooter, what do you got? Anything?
Man, that's it.
The FFA Rodeo tomorrow at Cowboy Church, County Road 15, 7 p.m. Was that correct?
That's correct.
Yep. And then coming up on, I've got 10 seconds here, free concert, Trinity Lutheran Church. Former atheist Chris Deisbach will be at Trinity Lutheran Church on the 17th of January at 6:30. More information, 424-2888. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.